Perfect fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Randall Cobb.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, Tannehill gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and 9.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 15 carries, 73 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard.
Here's Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
On the carry.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
That's enough.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Play action, it's Tannehill. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be let out by their quarterback in his 2nd season out of Missouri, Drew Lock. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
A check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 17 carries, 60 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Able to complete this to Chenault. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Laviska Shenault with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 25 yards.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Completes it to Hardman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hooker on the coverage.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Panthers 7, Falcons nothing. From the 30 on 2nd down, Tannehill. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's Khalil Mack, the All-Pro, in there to get him behind the line. At the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The kick is good. Makes the score Panthers 7.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running, it's Drake. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Connection made with Chenault. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 42 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages,
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
And here now come the Falcons. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
Brought down back at the 21-yard.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They will look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sam Cook on now to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at the 20. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Carolina. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Locke to throw. They'll set up the screen to Dre. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple at its second down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
Complete to number 19.
Deebo Samuel. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tannehill on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. Now here's the timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we come upon half. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Panthers 21, Falcons 3.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Drake. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Number 33.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Here's Tannehill. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Finds his tight end, Ingram. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And 4.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 40.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Wow. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely. And when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw.
Out of bounds at the 15-yard.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
And 5.
Now Tannehill setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
That's good.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
To the air again, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Panthers have recovered. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. He would call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On the pickup.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina.
Launch pass. Complete to
Deebo Samuel. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
So out come the Falcons now. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds.
Tannehill's pass.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And Ingram holds it in. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Tannehill. The open man is Westbrook. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the
touchdown, Carolina.
Launch pass.
Laviska Shenault with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is Are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Falcons ready to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Ryan Tannehill.
Solomon Thomas picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill gives this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Caught left side by Cobb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Tannehill throwing again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 15.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Christian Wilkins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Complete.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 14-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Lock. That's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Great ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. They'll run. It's Drake, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
53, check 53. Get him.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Completes it to Hardman. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st down, Tannehill. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, Tannehill. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
To go.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. They'll start the drive with Drake. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
There on the stop.